You run out of time, you pay the fine. That's what most of us do when we get a parking ticket at an expired meter. But there's a long list of people who never bother to pay. Local 2 Investigates tracked down the one woman in Houston who owes the most in unpaid fines. Investigator Joel Eisenbaum is joining us live downtown tonight. Joel, I understand that this lady gave you quite an earful.
Bill, you're right. She did give me an earful. She has a pretty interesting counter argument. You can decide whether or not it holds water, but basically the city maintains she would park here downtown, pass right by one of these pay kiosks, not put in any money, and didn't just do it once. She did it 103 times, says the city. Downtown, dozens of times a day, hard-working people are getting hammered. We've all gotten parking tickets.
I don't think I have.
Okay, many of us have gotten parking tickets. Usually you pay it and you're done with it. But there are those among us who don't seem to be getting with the program. The city of Houston has compiled the 20 worst traffic ticket deadbeats. And number 1 on the list is the Greater Houston Transportation Company. They run a lot of cabs in this city, and they're on the hook for nearly 48 grand. Leasing companies, names you'll recognize like Volkswagen, BMW, Honda, and Toyota. Collectively, they owe more than $100,000. We'll get to why they're on this list in just a minute. The point is, every one of the names is a big corporation. That is, except for one.
She managed to accrue a staggering amount of parking citations in a short amount of time.
In less than 5 months, from May to October 2010, the city says Miss Tasha A. Harris racked up 103 parking tickets. Take out all the Sundays and holidays, and that's just shy of 1 ticket per day.
That's unreasonable and irresponsible.
The city says Harris owes $7,428 in delinquent fines, money the rest of us are forced to absorb in ever-increasing city fees, fines, and taxes.
We need to find Miss Harris and find out why she hasn't paid and then ask her to pay.
At this point, we don't know if she's in the city.
It took us an afternoon, but we did find Miss Harris. I'm still embarrassed about my awkward greeting.
I appreciate it. You're a good-looking lady.
Tasha Harris put it plainly. Her crummy ex-boyfriend racked up those tickets, she says, and she's been under the impression that since the city impounded her car and never gave it back, they're even.
City of Houston, I don't owe you that. Unless you want to bring my Saturn back, and then we can talk. You stole from me. And the person who was driving my car stole from you. It looks even to me.
One last point. Up until now, and unknown to most of us, the city has not been able to track down individuals who lease vehicles and get parking tickets. You see, the database they use lists the owner as VW, BMW, a bank, whoever actually holds the title. But that's all changing with an upgrade this month.
We're making investments in equipment, in people, and in systems to recruit money that's owed to us.
So Harris's car was auctioned off. The city says, look, that only covered the impound cost, so she's still on the hook, the city says, for all of those parking fines. When it comes to it, ultimately, the city maintains that whoever owns the vehicle is on the hook for all of those back parking fines. We're live downtown. I'm Joel Eisenbaum, KPRC Local 2.